Hi, if you have an own AI code base and want to download and use the Expert Advisor built in this video, just click on the link below.
In this video, we are going to create an expert advisor that uses the force index indicator to generate buy and sell signals, and then manages those positions with a trailing stop loss based on recent highs and lows. Let's see how we can do that. We start Metaeditor by clicking the little icon or pressing F4. This opens the Metaeditor where we can create our new expert advisor file. We begin by including the Trade.mqh file from the standard library. This provides us with the CTrade class, which simplifies trading operations like opening and modifying positions. We create an instance of CTrade called Trade, which will handle all our trading operations throughout the expert advisor. Next, we define our strategy configuration parameters. These are adjustable inputs that appear in the EA Properties window when we attach it to a chart. LookbackBars determines how many historical candles we analyze for finding highs and lows, with a range from 1 to 1,000 candles. MinCandlesBack sets the minimum age for a valid high or low point, ensuring we don't use very recent extreme points that might still be forming. TrailingOffset provides a safety margin in points for our trailing stop, ranging from 1 to 20 points. ForceIndexPeriod defines the calculation period for the force index indicator. MAMethod allows us to choose the moving average method used in the force index calculation, with exponential moving average as the default. ForceThreshold sets the threshold level for the force index that triggers our trading signals. We then declare our global variables and handles. ForceIndexHandle will store the handle for our force index indicator once it's created. ForceBuffer is an array that will hold the force index values calculated by the indicator. Price data is an array of MQL rate structures that will store the OHLC price data we need for analysis. The onInit function runs once when the expert advisor starts. Here we create the force index indicator handle using the IForce function. We pass the current symbol, hourly time frame, our ForceIndexPeriod parameter, the MAMethod parameter, and specify that we want to use tick volume. We then configure both our arrays as time series using ArraySetAsSeries, which means the most recent data will be at index 0. The function returns init_succeeded to indicate successful initialization. We create two functions for opening positions. OpenByPosition retrieves the current ask price using symbol_info_double with the symbol_ask parameter. It then uses Trade.position_open to execute a buy order. The parameters are the symbol, order_type_buy for a long position, 0.10 lots, which equals 10 microlots, the ask price as entry price, 0 for no initial stop loss, 0 for no take profit, and a comment identifying this as a force index position. Open sell position works similarly but for short positions. It gets the current bid price using symbol_bid and opens a sell position with the same 0.10 lot size using order_type_sell, the bid price is entry, and no initial stop loss or take profit. The onTick function executes on every new tick and contains our core strategy logic. First, we retrieve historical price data using copy rates, copying LookbackBars' number of candles starting from the current candle 0. We also load the force index values into our buffer using copyBuffer from the indicator handle we created earlier. We then check if we have any open positions. We initialize has open position as false and current position type as buy. We loop backwards through all positions using positions total to ensure safe iteration when potentially modifying positions. For each position, we get its ticket number and check if it belongs to our current symbol. If we find a matching position, we set has open position to true and store the position type before breaking the loop. For trend detection and position management, we first check for buy conditions. This occurs when the force index crosses above our threshold. We look for the most recent crossing point by looping through the force index values. We only trade if this signal is fresh, meaning the crossing happened within MinCandlesBack. If we have no open position, we call OpenByPosition to enter a new long trade. If we already have a buy position, we find the lowest low in our lookback period using ILowest. If this low is old enough and the current close is above it, we calculate a new stop loss level at the low plus our trailing offset and call process trailing stop to update it. For sell conditions, we check when the force index crosses below the negative threshold. Similar to buy signals, we find the most recent crossing and verify it's fresh. With no open position, we call open sell position. With an existing sell position, we find the highest high using IHighest. If this high is old enough and the current close is below it, we calculate a new stop loss at the high minus our trailing offset and update it. Process trailing stop handles the trailing stop management for both position types. It loops backwards through all positions and selects each one by ticket. For positions matching our symbol and the specified type, it gets the current stop loss value. For buy positions, it updates the stop loss if the new level is higher than the current one or if there is no existing stop loss. For sell positions, it updates if the new level is lower or if no stop loss exists. It uses Trade. Position modify to apply the new stop loss level, keeping the take profit at 0. After completing the code, we press F7 to compile it. If this was too fast for you or if you don't understand what all the code is doing, you maybe want to check out the premium course on our website or watch one of the basic videos first. Back in Metaeditor, we press Ctrl and are to start the strategy tester. We pick the expert advisor that we have just created, enable the visual mode and start a strategy test. Then we should see the expert advisor on the chart, opening positions based on force index signals and managing them with trailing stops based on recent price extremes. If you are already a premium course member and have an idea for a video like this one, you can send us an email. In this video, we have learned how to create an expert advisor that uses the force index indicator for signal generation and implements a trailing stop system based on recent highs and lows. You have now coded yourself an expert advisor with a few lines of MQL code that can automatically trade based on momentum shifts while protecting profits with dynamic stop losses. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.